Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go! Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Come on, everybody, bring it in. Side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go.
Hello and welcome everyone to this Collegiate Valorant stream here as our UCSD Gold Valorant team takes on the UC Irvine Anteaters in this upper final. My name is Trey. I'm here with Andre. We are super thrilled to jump into this match. The stakes are high. The winner goes to grand finals in the C-Val bracket. Andre, how are we feeling?
Oh, it's gonna be absolutely electric of a match. There are $8,000 on the line for that first place. Now we're already in the green, so our team's gonna walk away with something no matter what. Currently, we are seeded number 1 going up against the number 2 Anteaters, which we've actually beat in the regular season playoffs already. That was a very close game, very exciting to watch, and absolute wonderful casting from some of our other casters here.
As always, but it's absolutely thrilling to jump into this match soon, as first map will be Haven. And let's talk a little bit about, we have to address it, the UC San Diego versus UC Irvine. A little bit of a rivalry here. We're talking about it before the show, right? This rivalry, bleeds between all sports, between everything. These schools really go at it sometimes, and the Tritons versus the Anteaters, I mean, it's something special to watch in a match and a series with so much on the line. It's just going to be super thrilling as we get ready to jump into the game here with Agent Select, and our first map will be Haven.
Yeah, UCSD is going to start on the defender side. This was the pick of Irvine. As already we see a couple of locks, or a couple of hovers, November and Melvin both looking at that dive duelist position. Even with the slight nerf on Waylay, I think we are still going to be considering it. UC Irvine already fully locked in with Killjoy, Sova, Omen, Viper, and Jet.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about this Killjoy pick from UC Irvine's adder there. Killjoy, a character that has, I felt, started to become a little bit power crept out the game, and it's a pick that I haven't seen, at least in the games I've casted here in Collegiate Valorant. So it's a little bit of a throwback pick there, but it can be really interesting. Those swarms can be good, but also at the same time, it can be a little bit detrimental, especially if UC San Diego can shock dart, can use some sort of utility to clear out those swarms. It can be a little bit on the questionable side. Usually, right, the average pick on this map is Chamber, right? And
yeah, we've seen a Chamber.
Yeah, I believe it's probably November on Chamber, but that Chamber Headhunter and Tour de Force on C long, on A long, regardless of what it is. So it's gonna be interesting how that Killjoy molds into this game here as we get ready to jump into the first round here of this soon-to-be thriller series, a movie in the making between UC San Diego and UC Irvine, upper finals here in this Collegiate Valorant tournament.
Yeah, both really teams exciting. Undefeated so far. We're looking at, for the playoffs, the team who loses this is going to be their first loss. It's going to be history for either team so far. Both of them have had quite a rough path to make it here. There's a lot of highly talented teams in this division, especially in the West. This is where you think when you think of Valorant esports, right? You always think of SoCal, and here we are, in the upper brackets. It's gonna be 2 SoCal teams duking it out.
While we get ready to go underway here, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors that allow all of this to happen. Anthros for our beautiful and gorgeous chairs here in Tech 2, Turtle Beach. Of course, this stream is powered by Newegg, who gave some beautiful giveaway items here as well last night at Tech 2's grand opening. And of course, UCSD Rec, all of which we thank so much to let this stream and our brand new space, which we just unveiled last night.
Oh yeah, this new place is absolutely beautiful.
So as we get ready to go underway here, we will, a little bit of a tech pause as we get ready for things to go underway here. The players, let's take a look at what we have set up here. This Viper wall, shot from this A lobby side to kind of cut off this long position. It's a little bit interesting. It looks like it might be for a B hit to cover this A link side. And as you can see, UCSD kind of grouping around on this B side. They might rotate. They might just be jumping around because there's a tech pause currently. But regardless, an interesting composition from UC Irvine, and a double controller is something that we see a lot in VCT. especially when Yoru was running the show, and we talked a little bit about it in the pre-show. Yoru, a character that has been significantly impacted in this current patch. That teleport fades in half the time. One less flash. And it's just some other patch notes as well here. You know, Waylay Saturate is now an equip. That has not affected Waylay in the way that I think most people think it has. It does. You can't really just throw it over someone's head and slam dunk on them anymore the same way. But regardless, having that recall and that refraction to instantly teleport back makes Waylay still a very valuable pick. Some other agents that got changed, Clove for some reason, just got hit with a stray bullet there. But it's going to be a match to behold here as our players, the timer is back on, and we are soon to be underway here in the CVAL West Playoffs upper finals. Winner will go to Grands. It's going to be the Tritons against the Anteaters, soon to be underway here, Andre.
Oh, yeah. We're running into just a little bit of difficulties with our overlay. I mean, this is what happens when you get fancy new technology, right? You know, nothing we could really do about it except just enjoy the game in its purest state. We're going to have a lot of fun here as UCSD starting on the defense. We've got a pretty standard setup. We've seen this a lot. Sova sitting here by this A main location, ready to throw a recon bolt out. Not quite going to catch anything. A little bit of fight here.
Yeah, so that Viper Wall actually sliced that recon dart off perfectly. Really well done there from UC Irvine. Melvin's going to find the first kill of the series here on Adder there in mid, and the refraction goes down. Desai's going to find another, and it's 5 versus 3 just like that for the Tritons. As we mentioned so very often, they're so aggressive, and they're always looking to take these early fights.
Yeah, and with that Killjoy down too, another thing you have to think about as massive fight breaks out on A, flanks are not going to be open. I think we see one from Viper just kind of running behind. This is going to be pretty big on this retake here.
Yeah, the Omen right here on the side of Irvine's a little banged up, half HP. Jason L with a beautiful shot onto Chrome there, onto Heaven. This retake's about to start to take place, but look at November on the flank, starting to gear up here as this retake will take place, but Derek will catch him out immediately. Tran will go down. All that's left is Melvin here in Heaven. It'll be no good. A team ace to open up from Irvine. Despite those 2 early picks here on the opening pistol, the Tritons lose the first one.
Oh, that was looking really good. We went up 5-3 in that opening exchange, but a really nicely timed A push on the side of Irvine really just kind of let them all in, and with that, the entire retake fell apart. November on that flank really should have been able to get something there. A little bit unfortunate that he was unable to catch off that player lurking in the sewers area.
Yeah, really good awareness there from the Jet on the side of Irvine to be weary that the flank could be coming in. A beautiful shot. Just mention him now. Derek will find another onto November. Back-to-back kills on November from the Jet of the Anteaters. And that's an opening pick their way on this anti-eco round for the Tritons. As Derek's just going to find another one, and the Tritons just swinging out this grass. Not many great guns in hand, but they're going straight into the outlaw of Derek as this garage push begins to scale, and Tran with a beautiful right click to go onto the head of Derek will pick up this outlaw, has Paranoia in hand, and we'll get Paranoia back instead. Jumping up on the window is Varsity there. Headhunters from Chrome is good, trying to find more and won't be able to, and all that's left. Just one member of the Tritons, an anti-eco that only found 2 of the Anteaters. Bomb will go down by the hands of Adder, and that'll be all that they wrote for Desai as the Tritons look to get guns online. It'll be a team ace for the Anteaters.
Yeah, another one here, and really just walking into this outlaw. This outlaw is so powerful, especially on light buy rounds when you know that your opponents don't have full shields, or most likely won't. Like, who's buying full shields after losing pistol round?
Yeah, come on.
It's essentially an op for 2,400 creds. It's an insane value, and the only thing you risk is getting run down there. And so when Tran got that kill in garage, ran it forward with that outlaw, got a little bit scared there, and rightfully so, as the blind took him out really quickly.
It's going to be a little bit of a grouping up here in this A main side of Derek. Ooh. This outlaw is beautiful and singing right now, getting so much value out of that on this bonus round for them, and that's going to be really important as the Anteaters secure a rifle from Desai on long. They're going to call for it and begin to rotate that way on A. A little bit unfortunate for the Tritons here, and that rifle will be secured. These Tritons will begin to ready up for this potential execute here.
Melvin here's looking, not finding anyone.
Saturate will go out there and it will be good. It will hit 3 actually, but it's not going to matter. Derek's the only one that did get hit by it. We'll call out Melvin immediately. Recon Dart is out, and this is going to be a really difficult retake. The spam from November somehow catches Derek there, and the bomb will go down. A concerning bonus for the Tritons. November finding one.
Headshot.
Looking for more. November in this heaven spot. The Anteaters trying to secure this. Paranoia will go out. November is going to find one. Adder's going to find another. It's not great guns in the hands of the Anteaters, but it's not going to matter as they're going to find 2. Tran's going to find another. Bomb ticking away this bonus round. Regardless, win or lose for the Tritons is becoming very, very expensive. And Tran is just going to have to call it off and save a beautiful bonus round from the Anteaters. They find themselves up 3-0 early.
Whoa. That was a nice execute over there on that A site. Just all the members grouped out. No one really here on the side of the Tritons to receive that opening pick given up. Derek is just absolutely feeling it right now with that outlaw.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that Desai, was the opening death there. The recon dart, I don't know if one was shot or maybe it wasn't good. We saw that Viper Wall cut it off in that opening pistol round, but regardless, Derek's just might have to be a little bit more careful and conservative, especially when they're on their bonus. Derek just had an outlaw in the previous round. Might be more wise to jump spot it than to try and hold that headshot peak ADS, but regardless, Derek with a beautiful shot there, and the knives will come out as Irvine looks to bolster their economy and this lead even further. Obviously, following the bonus, firearms are not in great quantity for the Tritons here, as the execute is good and the bomb will go down.
Melvin, what are you thinking about? Oh, what?
Yeah, Melvin sneaky outside that garage and will refract right back the other way. Weaponry, like I mentioned, not great. Just a few deagles. Headhunter in the hands of Chrome as well. Silverdrone will come out and start to begin this retake. Not much utility for the Tritons. Derek's. Here's the Hunter's Fury from main. Despite the poor weaponry from the Tritons, might as well get it out. Tran's gonna find one onto Adder. Jason will find one as well. Chrome's gonna find one, and somehow this round is in the victory's reach here. Sliding is Chrome, and just like that, that should be a thrifty for the Tritons. Screw the rifles. Sometimes we mentioned it, but in the pre-show, maybe you just need to go back to basics here. Eagles, Tran did have a rifle, but I believe it was nothing much else for the Tritons.
And now
just like that, they're finally on the board.
Yeah, it was a bunch of nothing coming into that round. I saw out of the corner of my eye, you could see Melvin just kind of thinking about it, sitting in that smoking garage, just waiting. And you waited so long that Irvine just thinks, hey, there's no way someone's going to sit here for that long, right? Well, Melvin is, got the patience to just walk out immediately dome. I believe it was Omen sitting on top of that default plant box, getting that opener that just really opened everything back up.
Melvin somehow with an opening pick there into Jay of Irvine, but operator in the hands of Derek. Chrome just kind of showing his shoulder out there, gets one shot onto him. Should have seen the op. Jump spotting here is Melvin,
nice
but
shot.
apparently maybe didn't call it out or didn't see it completely, but the op will find one here. Shock dart. I believe that was good. Chrome's gonna find one onto Jason. Swinging. This site retake is a little messy here, but regardless, it'll go the way of the Anteaters. Adder will get to plant that bomb here. Catching out Varsity is November. A beautiful lurk from that mid window, but this op from Derek holding this CT side. Tran there for their lives. Will get legs to the wall in the jump spot. Has Paranoia and full utility in hand with, this only one smoke. Op shots ringing out. Here's the Paranoia and the stun sliding out. This Killjoy, this is where things get a little bit nasty here. Derek with 3 on the round will dash backward. This should be Irvine's round, and it will. A beautiful shot there from Derek. That'll make 4 in this round, and that will also be the Anteaters' 4th here as they lead 4-1.
Derek has come out to play right now. That is a lot. We've seen there were a couple sniper kills, a pair of them in round 2. The opening onto, I believe it was Dazai on round 3 that gave them the A site, and then another 4 with the op here in round 5. So good on the sniper rifle position. Just locked in right now. This is not what UCSD wants to see. They're gonna have to make some adjustments to this.
There's the recon dart, and this time it will be good and scan one, or excuse me, get shot before it does scan anyone, but they know someone's there in that A lobby space. The Anteaters start to retreat a little bit toward this mid window, and this as a default from the Anteaters. Things finally slow down, and the Tritons also slowing down and matching their pace. Here's the Sova drone from the Anteaters here. Saturate will come out. Adder will find Chrome. I believe they were walking up main, and a beautiful shot there from Melvin. It's 4 versus 4. The op will bring out Grass. And starting to walk up here. November gets called out there for trying to take that A lobby space, I believe, or it may have been mid. But regardless, the Tritons tried and true and trademark aggressiveness being called out here by these Anteaters. They recognize it, and they're playing against it beautifully thus far. Grouping out outside of this B for an execute. Smoke will fall. And look at Derek leading the way with the sniper rifle. Not exactly where you always see the operator player. TP in for Varsity.
Melvin.
It's going to catch 2 and should be good. Here comes Melvin. That's 3. Stuck on this headshot box. Jay will call out Melvin immediately. That's 3. However, 2 versus 2. Derek still has this operator. And gets spammed through the smoke. Derek actually has swapped on over to the Vandal. It's 4. It's just 2. Jay planning sees him. Will get one. Desai looking for another. Will he be good for it? And yes, he will. A beautiful clutch by Desai. Will get finally the Tritons their first rifle round. It's 4-2 here on Haven map 1. Wow.
Wow, Desai so patient on that. He caught a glimpse of Derek just clearing that other angle. He knew he was in a position that nobody would expect, and so actually waits to pull the trigger on Derek, and for that patience finds Jay as well. The Viper planting that spike, goes for the planter first, almost gets a little bit messy, but against an op, I think it was a picked up rifle by that point, but either way, it just enough time to slow it down and get that headshot.
And look at this, it's going to be running down Grass, dashing past the Neon. And stun is Derek, and a beautiful shot there from November. Melvin right there to trade them out, but it's going to be a garage push with the poor weaponry, and it should be all evened up here. It's an absolute bloodbath here on this C site, and the bomb will go down by the hands of Varsity. A few stingers in the hands of Irvine. Not sure the entire weaponry of the entire team, excuse me.
Yeah, there's an op on this retake. This is gonna be a little bit annoying. Op's famously not a great weapon, especially when you have to clear so many corners.
Sova drone will find one there in garage, as well as the recon bolt as well. Desai finding one, and this could get a little bit nasty here for the Anteaters. Here's Chrome, it's 2 versus 1, and all that's left is the Jay's Viper backside headhunter from Chrome in hand, as he has the op in the back
no
pocket.
way.
Halves it, swinging, no good. Jay will find the 3rd for their round. A beautifully played mid-round there from Irvine. They just kind of run down garage, get it for free. Played the trades really well. And it's 5-2 Anteaters.
Yeah, and that Tran losing November really early in that garage position, Tran was actually in a really good position to hold off that push. But you could see right before he got cut down, flicked back towards that C long position because just unsure, no control over there, not certain if he could be walked up on. And as that second player from Irvine walks out, so too does the C site fall.
Derek's operator can begin to become a little bit of a problem here, as the comp of the Tritons doesn't have any hard flashes. They have the the Omen paranoia, but besides that, they're gonna have to Sova drone out any oppers, and obviously when they drone it, Derek can come back from a different angle, a different position. That can be a little bit difficult as this operator is looking at the sewer space, begins to get taken. Varsity will find Melvin there for the opening pick. Desai waiting. Maybe he thinks there's not another one. Is he know? And he knows he's the knower. Varsity getting 2. Weaponry not great in the hands of the Tritons. We've seen them. One of their 2 rounds was a thrifty as well, but things are not headed that direction. It's 5 versus 1 in the blink of an eye, and all that's left is Tran backside with the deagle here on A. The shot will go wild. It's 6-2 Anteaters.
Yeah, Jay won't even let him have that, and it's really just unfortunate too. November popping that ult, that neon ult, gets completely wasted because as soon as it gets popped, the 2 UCI players on C side are able to just cut him down immediately. And so you're coming into this next round, you're down 4. It's 6-2.5 on your defense side, and you don't even have, and you've just lost your neon ult. You probably won't even get it back.
Yeah, that can be a little concerning, and also something of concern for these Tritons is that their trademark aggressiveness is starting to be a little stifled. They're starting to play a little more hesitant here. Usually you'd see people start walking out of garage, out of the mains, and here we go, just right on cue. But UCI, they read the scouting report of these Tritons and they're ready for it. Op shot from Derek will finally miss. An opening pick, Melvin will go down. Sitting in this smoke with a shorty is Derek. Silverdrone will clear out that garage space and won't see much. Tucked in the backside of C is Chrome. Smoke will go down here as well. Tran just caught out as that Omen smoke falls. Derek's operator is becoming a really big problem. The garage push. There's 3 Anteaters in garage, 1 long, 1 holding that mid space as well. Here. Chrome, the smoke's about to fall and it's gonna get really nasty here, but Derek is so aware and looking and knows that Chrome can be perched up there. Excuse me, this bomb will go down. 5 versus 2, all that's left is I will finally kill the raid boss that has been Derek for UC Irvine. Silverdrone will come out as the spike starts to tick away. All that's left is Desai and November. November finding 1 onto varsity. Silverdart will be good, and again a few sliding out, but will get called out immediately, and that's another round for Irvine as they begin to snowball this first half away here on map 1 in the CBOUT West playoffs.
Yeah, I think surely going for that retake there, truly interesting decision. 2v4. I would have liked to see them just to play a little bit more safe. You're most likely losing that round either way, right? You know there's 4 players so deeply lodged on this site. And Irvine right now, the way they're playing, makes me think, yeah, they must have watched some of our VODs. They seem to know when we're pushing. They're holding. We saw, I believe it was varsity sitting in sewers holding for a walkout just the round prior. And all of this util seems to be placed in such a way, and their players as well, that Irvine is really stifling any early aggression opportunities.
It's a Dragon Ball Z fight here. Hunter's Fury v Hunter's Fury, but no one will be good for anything. Jumping into the smoke here, trying to find one. And Derek with a slam dunk onto the backside of Chrome. Has the op in hand with jump spot and C1. Paranoia will get 2 as well here. They're stuck in this default position. Oh, if you could just spam right now, Tran will find 2 as well. And the Tritons put up the most fight with these Deagles, but it's not going to be enough. Adder's going to find 4. It's 8-2, and this map is starting to flee away from the Tritons here.
Yeah, that looked really good for a second. That Omen Paranoia, wonderful lineup. Caught 2, had them cowering in the corner of that default site, of that default plant spot. And Tran actually able to clean up on that. Unfortunately, Adder is just came online at just the perfect time, getting 4 in the round there, cutting down Tran, preventing Tran from getting that 3rd, and possibly just heating up for a 4th. And maybe a 5th. I think he's on for it.
Yeah, he has been going absolutely nuclear so far as the recon dart and will get immediately shot. There's, I believe, all members of the Anteaters in this A lobby space, and they'll begin to scale and execute quickly as here's the Silva drone from Sewer. Shock darts to follow and should tag. No, he shot his tag already. They're just holding eye contact. How romantic between the Silva and the Silva drone, but Derek finding November lockdown as well. And Melvin running out into the lockdown space. Got a little crazy for a second there, and it will pop and won't detain any. Here's the Viper's Pit as well to follow, and this retake is going to be really difficult for the Tritons.
Yeah, especially with Derek cutting down Tran. This is now 3v5. Oh, and 3rd.
Derek's operator has been a problem all game thus far, and no response from the Tritons as Chrome runs for his life up the heaven stairs.
Yeah,
the spike ticking away.
Maybe you'll get to save this. And this is your one solace. The ult is online, so
yeah, we'll just call for the save on the op. Only 1 more round left in this half following this one. So a smart play to call for this save, but the UC Irvine Anteaters very clean executes. That was just a 5-man rush down A, and it was the util was used perfectly, and just an absolutely flawless execute as Chrome will find Jason jump spotting mid and get their 3rd on the round.
Yeah, at this point the economy barely matters, right? With 5 in a row from Irvine, they can buy whatever they want. They can buy 5 operators on this last round and still have money to spare. And for San Diego, Chrome saved an op. He also has his tour de force. So that's 2 operators potentially in play for this final round of the defense. I wonder if they're going to opt for it. Yes, they do, as Melvin is now holding on to that second one. Both of them are going, and perhaps they might have, you know, this double op look. We haven't seen this yet. Maybe it'll work for them.
But the Tritons just starting to not play like themselves, conceding so much of the space up A long. Desai holding
Nice
that
shot.
angle there. ADS will bang up Jay pretty good there, and we'll get it. Here's the waylay as well as the execute, and it's going to be a bloodbath here on this A side, jumping around, and there's just so many kills happening at one time. It looks like a death match. Dashing out is Melvin, trying to find one with the shorty, and will absolutely dunk on Jason. But here's the flank up the way of B from this killjoy, and it's a 9-3 half for the Tritons. They finally get one in a half that was all Anteaters. It's 9-3, 2 numbers that definitely have value and impact in this Valorant space.
Oh yeah, 3-9. People don't like this scoreline, not at all. And the reason is, so you win this pistol round, and if you win the boat, and if you win the pretty much the free rounds that come after, you very quickly can get yourself back in this game. The pistol here is so important for the Tritons. If they want any chance of taking this back, and we know they're resilient and can, they're going to need this pistol round right here.
I just hope that these Tritons can respond. They're starting to not play like themselves right now, starting to play a little more hesitant. They need to fight for this space, be aggressive in this attacking half, and don't let the Anteaters dictate the pace the way they have. November with a kill from the Frenzy there, a weapon you don't see too often, but it's good there in the hands of Neon. Here's the B hit as well. Utility is good. Saturate will come out. Refract is down here for Melvin, trying to find one, but won't be able to. Varsity, despite being saturated, will click the head off of Melvin there. Spike will go down on this opening pistol round.
4v4 retake now for Irvine.
Recon Dart will come out as the Anteaters begin to ready for this retake. Jason will find one. The paranoia is a little bit too late there. Adder finding another onto Tran, and it's all falling apart for the Tritons here. Jumping around is Jason. Jason's not playing the same game as everyone else. Chrome will find one with the Headhunter, trying to find more and won't be able to. That's both pistols going the way of the Anteaters. That's usually a foretell for the game. 10-3.
Yeah, not at all. And that looked so good for a moment too, but just a little bit of patience, slowing it down on that retake. UCSD, after that post plant, really weren't able to get into great spots, kind of clustered around that back of sight. We know they love to push a lot, and we did see a little bit of that immediately got shut down by Varsity, you know, just looking in the wrong direction, hiding just a little bit more behind that wall on that B2C link, able to just catapult this retake and give Irvine a 10th and a 7-round lead.
There's 3 members of the Oh wow, that looked like I think that was a nasty shot. That should have been a kill, but here's the Bucky jumping around from Varsity, and Jason with a collat. Oh my goodness, single-handedly shutting this round down. It was favoring the Tritons there for a second, but Jason with this Marshall actually has something to say, like, John Wick, he's playing gun game out here. Switches to the Glock and will get 2. That's 4 for UC Irvine's Jason. What a beautiful round of collat, classic kills, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, that looked really dangerous. So the Tritons came in with a bunch of fury and fire in that round. I saw people flying in through smokes, someone getting dunked on, and then Chrome actually getting a really nice kill on, I believe it's the player sitting on top of B main there in that beginning.
And
but it's all for naught.
This is going to take a gargantuan effort from the Tritons to try and wheel this game back. It's been all Anteaters. Winner of this series heads to grand finals here in the Collegiate playoffs. A lot on the line here as the execute will start to come out. Melvin's dash actually will get blocked by that upper column on the roof there. Bucky's shot is somehow no good from Melvin, despite seeing the back of that killjoy. It's absolute madness on this site. Anteaters and Tritons intertwined in the site. It's not going to matter. All members of the Tritons damn near are going to go down. Jay's going to get 3, and it's just 1 round left before Irvine takes this opening map.
Match point.
Oh, yeah, the waylay dash in caught I believe the corner of that roof, and then just got stuck in a really weird position. November also in that, like, I believe, slid in, tried to bucket the back of someone's head, it's proceeded to do 12 damage.
Yeah, that was so, and it was so weird because they were living amongst each other. Somehow there were still people short, but there were still people backside, people coming from CT. That was a really weird execute, but it goes the way of the Anteaters.
Yeah, and I feel like San Diego right now, they're just kind of throwing whatever they have, you know? Again, it's these Buckies. Again, 5 here at this A position. Are they just going to try the same thing again?
And they absolutely will. Paranoia's out in Melbourne. This time the Bucky is good for one. It won't do 12 damage twice. Recon Dart scanning Jay backside as well. Coming out is Adder, but Adder's a one-man show here, trying to find 4, and Will Adder with the 4K to close out for the Anteaters. They'll take map 1 here decidedly against the Tritons. It's 13-3, and what a beautiful match from the Anteaters. Just absolutely hands it to the UC San Diego Tritons.
Wow, we're really seeing why Haven is the pick of UCI. They came out ready to play. They came with a lot of fire. Just every move they made so perfectly calculated to just cut everything down that UCSD was trying to do. We'll catch you in Lotus, the next map, in just a little bit.
Welcome back, everybody, to this Collegiate Valorant stream upper finals as map 1 went the way of the Anteaters and the Tritons find themselves down 0-1. My name is Trey, here with my fellow broadcaster, Andre. Andre, let's talk a little bit about that map 1. It was...
Do we have to? It was a little bit of a beating, is a nice way to put it. It ended 3-13. The Tritons really only able to put up a few here and there.
It's important to note, maybe you can say this is Cope. That was Irvine's map pick.
It was.
We're going to head to map 2, which is the Tritons map pick. Last map decidedly went the way of Irvine, 13-3, as we head to Agent Select here and taking a look at what Tran hovering the mix there for a second made me think. But Adder, you know, I questioned the Killjoy before we started map 1. Hey, that's on me, big dog. You know, like, you got that.
Yo, that Killjoy, Adder absolutely locked down whatever site it was on. Multiple times, especially near the end there when UCSD was getting desperate, they tried really hard to get into that ace site, but Adder always there, always just sitting in those really hard to clear corners, playing off his team, just buying enough time, and also getting 2 or 3 while you're at it. I believe there was 4 from Adder on that round that closed out San Diego.
Taking a look at the Agent Select here, Desai's actually going to head on over to Fade off the Sova from last match. Chrome is going to slide on over to Vice. Something that it's been a while since we've seen Lotus. I don't think we've ever seen this team play Lotus. It just got added.
I don't think so. Yeah,
this is going to be a first-time look for all of us here. The only flash is that Paranoia as well. They've added the Vice flash this time around. Will make clearing a Derek off those operator angles something that was a really difficult challenge for them last game. With that Arc Rose and Vice's flash, be a lot easier for them to handle. Throw through the wall, pop the flash. Regardless, we're going to get ready to go underway here into map 2. Before we do, I just want to give a quick shout out to all of our sponsors, Turtlebees, UCSD Rec, and Gross, Newegg, all of which that make this stream and our brand new space possible. Thanks to all of them as we look forward to hopefully a much more exciting match than the first one.
Yeah, and you know, again, this might be Cope part 2, but San Diego, okay, you just lost 3-13 to pretty much our #1 rivals, right? This is a heated match. There's a lot at stake here, not just a ticket to the grand finals of this event, but also it has to be said, there's pride on the line, right? As someone, I was from Irvine. If anyone from Irvine's watching this, I might know you, and you might know me. And I actually don't like the prospect of that. But for someone like me, I have allegiances to both sides, and both of us fiercely loyal to our sides. That's San Diego to Irvine. There's I wouldn't say the words bad blood, but there definitely is.
There's a little tension.
There's a little tension.
And a little might be understating it as well.
And both teams really want to win and just show one up on the other. UCSD winning the last best of 3 that these two were found themselves intertwined in, and hopefully this time they're looking to make that 2-0. Starting off on the defense of Lotus.
A really nice eye there from Desai to open it up. And won't scan any, but it's going to be interesting to see how these players adapt. It's been a long time since we've seen Lotus, especially competitively. Desai with a beautiful shot there, trying to find another. And almost did, won't be able to flank here with that Deagle shot. Went a little wild there, but it's going to be a full-on flank from the Tritons here, spamming out this smoke. Adder's going to find one. Melvin will get that trade out. Adder still stuck in this empty corner space. Stun is good from Melvin with the Arc Rose flash as well, but Varsity there to hold it down as well. Adder will find 3. All 3 pistol rounds of this series have gone the way of the Triton, or excuse me, the Anteaters, and a beautiful opening pistol there. Start us off 1-0 for UC Irvine.
It was definitely a very inspired attempt. Okay, I saw the vision. There were 3 players immediately fast on that flank, just ready for a C-long brawl if there was one. I believe the idea probably was to have your A-site defenders not get overrun immediately, though I believe it was just... Was it just Desai? It was just Desai.
Yeah, it was just Desai in that backside.
And not great at stalling here with just a fade.
Yeah, it can be difficult to stall that out. November, an absolute madman just running around in this smoke, but 1 HP there.
Oh, Jace.
Yeah.
And Jay's low.
Got healed up. Oh no, has that regen shield, but regardless, it's 4 versus 4 here. Not great weapons in the hands of the Tritons, and they're getting called out for it. Tran, his right click has been nasty all day so far. a little bit hesitant to plant that spike now that they know Trans is in the backside with the judge here. Stun will go out from the Neon side. 2 Anteaters stuck in tree, and they might have to call this one off. Plenty of time left in this round, but you don't want to get this opening anti-eco to the Tritons. And they will call it off. Derek skedaddling the other way towards C with the spike in hand. And all members of the Tritons will know as well. It's going to be interesting. Maybe Irvine can double back this, but I think they're just going to press the weapon advantage here against the Tritons. Only 2 members of the Tritons here on C. Dark cover will go out from the Omen. They'll begin to clear out this site. Just equal for these Tritons here on the site. The judge from Trans is still on the way. A beautiful shot there. Looking the wrong way as Derek. And it's 2 versus 1. All that's left is Adder with the Outlaw. But not... I don't believe these Tritons have armor, so that Outlaw can be really dangerous. A Bandit in hand and a Judge in the other. For these Tritons, Paranoia will be good. Have to blast off the tap and a beautiful round. Anti-eco win goes the way of the Tritons. Much more adjacent to what you know these players for. Just really aggressive, won their gunfights. Beautiful right click from Tran to secure that Judge. Just a really great round there from the Tritons to respond after losing that opening pistol.
Yeah, and that's what we like to see. This is a San Diego that's coming back with immediately a lot more fire. We see a push up onto the middle of C site. No one's gonna expect a Sheriff just to be sitting there with 15 seconds left on the clock. But San Diego, they do it. No fear. If they're gonna come at me, they're gonna have to shoot me first.
And that's how the Tritons are gonna win this game, with that exact mindset here. And look at this, just opening pick. Melvin, flash will be no good from the sky there, and we'll find the opening pick onto the other Neon of Jay. Stun will come out and a dash forward, but beautiful hold from Desai to cover his man's back while he's blinded.
And that's immediately a 5-on-3 for San Diego. Great position that they have here. Irvine, what are you gonna do? You just gotta tuck your tails between your legs and leave, right? There's nothing left for you on this B site. A second dog hits Adder in the corner.
And that's just mean what Melvin just did to Adder with the fadeaway on the Neon slide. All that's left is Jason, the sky of the Anteaters. Deagle in hand, and it will be no good. A flawless round for the Tritons. It's 2-1.
And that's clean. That's what you like to see. A little bit more of this team play as well. Melvin out there, yeah, it was Melvin out there in B main, just ready to take those fights. Not scared, because he knows that in case something goes wrong, like getting run down by a bunch of sky dogs and birds, the entire forest coming at you, you can just slide on back and your teammate Desai has got you.
Just beautiful teamwork, and it's something that was missing from that map 1 as they fell 13-3, and they hope to respond to even up this series and send us to a map 3 winner of this series. Heads to the grand finals in the C-Val playoffs. A lot on the line here, as you mentioned, $8,000 for the winner. These players definitely want to win. Derek will jump up and Melvin will find him immediately. Melvin still in his backside. Guiding light will come out. 4 members of the Anteaters come storming out. It's just Melvin in his backside. Might need a little bit of help. But Willie sliding out and around, sliding behind the back. And oh my goodness, Melvin with the movement there. All that's left is UCSD. And won't be able to find anything. A very good round that's back-to-back for the Tritons as they're up 3-1.
Oh, Melvin, what was that? Just running through the entire pack of enemies and spotting out one player. You've got to be pissed if you're the one that Melvin just ran down and fade away.
Just absolutely did not care about the other dude standing there.
No, and it was a judge. There was a couple of judge shots fired straight into his body, but Melvin, it's like a combination of willpower and just sheer determination. This guy just tanks one straight to the body and has just enough time to put a bullet through someone's head.
Melvin's going to have that overdrive in the back pocket. 2 ults on the side of UC Irvine as well. It's going to be from the shadows as well as
fast
Cypher
again.
And the dash will come out. Derek with a bucky in hand and probably will find one. And no, won't. Excuse me. Chrome has got Melvin's back, and it's absolute madness here on the site. Melvin's just shooting into the dark here. Paranoid trying to fight another. It's just 1 more left, and it's Adder. Chrome with 3 on the round. A beautiful retake, a beautiful hold, and these Tritons are playing together so valuably.
UCI seems a little stunned right now, right? If I was UCI, this would be the moment to pause and just to think about what have we been doing. The last few rounds have been 5-man pushes. You're running in and you're trying to hunt down this elusive single person on site who's so good at just using these angles as cover to just buy a couple more valuable sections. And then once that team comes, where you're in no position at all. to take that fight.
Yeah, the Irvine Anteaters are letting the Tritons dictate the pace of this match here, but in that opening map, they're doing a really good job of defaulting, spreading across the map. It's going to be a trade there, by the way. Off will be the hands of Jay, but will get spammed by Desai. Desai will find another. Believe saw the shoulder of Jay while he was scoped into that operator and spammed it through the wall. It's 4 versus 2. Just a Guardian and a Deagle in hand for Adder and Varsity, respectively. They're going to call this one off and head the way of B. But look at Chrome. Chrome is here in a really good position. Bomb will go down by Adder. Varsity taking this upper CT space here. It's Melvin and Trans swinging together. Won't be able to find anything. And that's the round for the Tritons. It's going to be 5-1.
Desai's got the op now as well.
A beautiful hold from Desai there. I can't believe. I think he saw his shoulder.
Must have. Either the shoulder or a little bit of that operator peeking out, because it just seemed like Desai just locked onto his head through the wall, put 2 bullets through it.
I believe this will more than likely be a timeout from the Anteaters following the 5 straight from the Tritons. And on this second map, they've responded much better, playing their way, not letting Irvine default take that map space. They're searching for fights. That was what they were missing in that Haven match, right? I'm thinking of Melvin just kind of sitting in that garage in Haven and kind of letting Soba walk up on grass, drone him out. That's not like him, right? These players, we talk about it so often. They play so aggressively. So when they're making this map feel like it's suffocating from the Anteaters, it goes way more their way, as we can see.
Yeah, and we can definitely see that. To me, there almost feels like a very clear division of how comfortable these teams feel on this map. You see Irvine, you saw a lot of slower attack-sided rounds on Haven. You saw them work the map, get into those weird corners, get a little bit of space before making their final move. But here, so far, all we've been seeing is a bunch of rushes. And when you play fast, you're just leaving it up to mechanics. And UC San Diego will play that game any day of the week.
Some of the best in the nation in this server right now, going at it, the 2 UCs. It's West Coast, it's Tritons versus Anteaters. This map 2 has been a lot better for the Tritons as November will find the opening pick onto the Jet. A little bit of Jet on Jet violence there. Jason worried about the long barrel of November sticking out there. Here's the Skydog, the Trailblazer to follow. We'll see the operator and we'll see November ducking a tree. Will swing out despite getting bit by that Trailblazer. Tran will somehow find 2. All that's left is November on the site with a shorty. Has to duck into his corner. Terrified for his life, and really well played by Jay there to take a step back and go into that. But here's the overdrive from Melvin. We'll headshot Varsity with it. Stun onto Jay. And a beautiful play from Melvin. It's 6-1 Tritons, and the ops back in their hands as well.
Well, again, you see how long November was able to survive in that little corner?
And it's just absolutely insane. And I want to give a shout out to Mama Chrome.
In the chat, thank you for supporting us.
Thank you to supporting. Thank you for allowing your son to play Valorant. He's so good at it. We had him on here yesterday for an interview. He's great, and it was great to meet him and talk with him.
And it's even better to watch him play.
It's phenomenal to watch him. He's one of the best in the nation. I'm sure he knows it too. 6-1 operator in the hand of November, and we'll find the opening pick here. Desai will take a little bit of damage here. November looking for more, but a really nice shot from Derek there. It's 4 versus 4. Trade backwards.
Only one gun for Irvine. It's on Jay. It's a Vandal, and it just fell.
Melvin finding Jay. Knives will come out there as well from Derek. Derek with a beautiful shot over the top of the box onto Desai there. Paranoia will be no good. Dash right, only 1 knife left in the hand of Derek, as well as an operator in that back pocket. Not sure if he realizes a rifle in the hands of Adder as well now. This could be a thrifty headed toward the way of the Anteaters, and might here's the Visor to come out to take that weaponry out. All that's left is Chrome, and it won't be any good. It's 6 versus 2. A really nice round from Derek to secure 4, and man, those knives were beautiful.
Yeah, Derek right there doing absolutely everything in that round. Just with the pistol, taking down the op first, pulling out the knives, and getting a few more. The last knife, I believe, was the one that killed Tran and was able to replenish those for that fight against Chrome. It's a very one-man army performance that we're seeing right now, at least for that last round. Derek, that was also his first 4 kills of the match, I believe.
That's a hell of a way to get started and to get the Anteaters hopefully trying to get them a little bit of momentum here. And Derek will find an opening pick onto Chrome on that C main, or excuse me, that main space on C, and they're going to start to pivot back the way of A. November here with this operator as well. The smoke should fade soon on A main, and it will just right on cue. Here's the nightfall to follow. We'll tag a bunch here, but stuck is November and get tagged out, and here's the execute. All that's here is Desai from the shadows from Tran, ducking into the smoke, trying to find one, and beautifully held there by the Anteaters. 2 inside that dark cover. It's Melvin and Tran.
Last player standing.
Melvin on the drop, or sorry, Tran on the drop down. Won't be able to find anything. Trying to build a little bit of momentum here. Derek will find the last one, and Melvin. It's going to be a flawless round for the Anteaters. A little bit of body shooting, and that's the tension we mentioned in the pre-show. These guys, I'm not sure they're the biggest fans of each other.
Oh, definitely not at all. Not at all. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a lot more of this throughout the game. And UC Irvine, with that absolutely insane 8th round, are keeping the momentum rolling right now. That opening up pick plus a really nicely timed execute onto that ace site. If you're San Diego right now, you have to stop this momentum immediately, because you could still walk away with a bunch of rounds on this half. 9-3 available. You do not want to give up any more than you have to.
That eye from Desai isn't necessarily, and oh my goodness, they must be firing blanks or something. Somehow both jets miss each other. That was absolutely terrifying for both sides as this executes against the group up outside of A main. Here's this pick from Derek. Trailblazer will go out. They're going to head towards Breakable, but Tran's waiting for them here. Will get one and get immediately trade out. Jet stuck on the site. Melvin with a nice pick there. Sun out with slide, trying to find another, and we'll get 2. November is still being held over the course of the whole round by Derek. Neural Theft will come out. It's 1 versus 2. Operator in hand. Shot goes wild, trying to find another one, and almost. Oh my goodness, that was so close. The shot went astray from Derek, but Adder makes sure no funny business happens. That's 3 in a row, excuse me, for the Anteaters, and they start to pile on. All that had to happen was Derek had to start playing. He went from 0 kills to 8 very quickly, and just like that, the Anteaters started getting rounds.
Yeah, and now San Diego in a little bit of a precarious situation when it comes to the money. Not a lot remaining. They've lost the last 3 in a row. A couple players down to their last couple of nickels and dimes. And if they lose this one, it's almost likely that they won't have anything coming into the last round of this half. So November's going to pop those knives, save a little bit of money. Hopefully, in case they lose, they'll have something.
Yeah, November with knives in hand and Derek with the op. Something that he hadn't wielded all game, but the moment he did, it started becoming a problem for the Tritons again. They have to figure out a way to shut this operator down from Derek as he starts to begin to walk up on this mound space here. But look at the neon of Irvine. That's going to be Jay. He's going to take a little bit of this A main space. It might be a fake for this C and head back A. Triton's doing a really good job of not over-rotating Neon and Vice for the Tritons holding. They're going to walk straight into this Vice util 57 seconds and counting, and Adder's going to find one onto Melvin. Still, Jay is posted up on his A main space, cutting off the rotates. Here's the Trailblazer and the dash to follow. He's going to be stunned and somehow the shorty didn't kill him, but a stab to the jugular from Derek. That is so unfortunate. Oh my goodness. And the site will be taken, the bomb will be planted, and all that's left. And look at Jay, I mentioned him earlier in the round with the flank. The Tritons are not ready for this, and he will find one onto his eye. Jumping around is Derek with a shorty, and it's a flawless from Irvine. They are beginning to stack these rounds together. What was a great lead for the Tritons in this first half. A beautiful response from the Anteaters for 4 in a row. It's 6-5.
Almost immediately, everything's evaporated, and San Diego are going to come into this with just the best they can. They've got 1 outlaw, 1 light shield, 1 Desai doesn't even have enough money for armor, it seems, against a full arsenal on the side of Irvine. And it really is, you can see those last 4 rounds in a row started when Derek got his hands on the ball.
And you call his name and he will be summoned. It's Derek finding November with that operator. It makes it really hard for these Tritons to take that aggressive space early, something that they love to do so very often. But that operator shuts it down, especially when they don't have strong flashes. It's going to be really hard for them to retake and be aggressive in that opening space. And look, Anteaters crawling all around the B site. The bomb will be planted by Adder.
Spike planted.
Flank here is Chrome, I believe, will triple wall or something there.
As he chooses to come back around, looking towards the rotating door, opens it.
And Derek with another kill with this operator. It's almost like
enemy remaining.
it's on cue at this point. Just cycling between that shorty and the operator, and that's going to be 3 for Derek. A flawless round, and Irvine ties us up at 6
Switching
apiece
sides.
here on map 2 on Lotus in the CVAL West playoffs. And Derek, I feel like all I can talk about is him because all he gets is these operator kills.
Yeah.
And is what sets these rounds into motion.
Now, and that was an attacker-sided op too, you have to realize. Now that UCSD takes to the attack, how are you going to get a op out of the hands of a defender? This is where the op shines, holding these long angles. You have quite a few of them on this map. You love to see them towards that A position until that A main, but you can also see them C. That cuts off so many possible sites of entry for San Diego because they've got to run through this gauntlet that is just Derek alone.
I think Chrome's Arc Rose is going to be really important when they start to take those rounds against, and especially when Derek finally gets that operator in hand. But look, a little bit of Triton-like offense, or defense, excuse me, here from the Anteater spamming through the smoke. Are the Titans won't be able to find any. Will get healed and get spammed back.
Ooh,
Melvin will find
smoke.
opening pick here. How will the Titans? They've got opening picks on
Enemy kill.
pistol rounds multiple times before, but can never really convert. As Derek shows us just that, we'll find November. We're tied up at 4 apiece here, respectively. We'll see the trip. Melvin will slide on out here. Just run on out naturally. Yep. Fight going down and breakable. As there'll be 3 Anteaters there. Melvin will find one jiggling the smoke adder.
One
Was
enemy
flush against the
remaining.
wall and actually thought he could swing out but couldn't. All that's left is Varsity in this breakable door room here.
And the bomb's going to C.
Bomb is going C. A beautiful call here from the Tritons. Can hold this a lot easier, and Varsity's actually going to head through
Spike
the door. Has a
planted.
ghost and armor in hand. No utility. Put his last dark cover there. It's a really smart smoke as it cuts off the CT hold and the top as well. They're going to 3-2-1 swing them, but they get timinged. The timing. Varsity has found his way up. Surely the Tritons are aware of this, and they should be a dark cover from Tran there. Varsity will tap the bomb and actually try to stick it to half, and we'll get it to half with nice eye from Disciple. Close down anything that got a little scary for a
Oh,
second
it did.
there.
It really did.
But the pistol, the first pistol of this series, will finally go the way of the Tritons.
Yeah, had us holding our breaths a little bit here in the caster deck. But San Diego, they stabilized. There was a moment there, that timing that was found by Varsity, just almost able to sneak around and maybe get a little bit even more done than when he did. But San Diego aware, they knew that there was a possibility that someone could have walked through, and are aware of, and so aware of it, just ready, a little bit locked in, actually a lot of it locked in. Finally taking a pistol round. We'll see if they can get a clean conversion now, though, too. So utterly important right now.
Adder's so aggressive up mound with this Deagle. I don't
Hear
know if
this?
they're gonna clear him, and they won't. Adder will get one and get a rifle. No one's
Not
ever
able to
played
be
a-
picked up.
Yeah. Rifle's not secured, but instead the opening pick. But here's the Neon of Jay to back him up. Has a frenzy in hand, trying to grab this gun and take it away. And they will. Really well played from the Tritons, but they're going to lose a lot of this map control because they had to focus so much on that early death from Melvin. Grabbing the orb is
Oh,
Jay,
Chrome
and
knows the lineup.
that-
He has to.
that is really interesting for Jay to try and grab that orb there. But a beautiful shot from Chrome. As they're going to try and fight back for this mound space, knowing that they have the weapon advantage. Prowler will see one. November's going to jump up, trying to find one, and won't be able to. The Deagles of the Anteaters are singing right now. And somehow,
Enemy remaining.
oh my goodness, 2 for
Spike
Derek. Is
down,
he going to get a
C.
third looking for it? This is going to be a thrifty for the
Wall
Anteaters,
drift.
barring a Chrome heroic. And things do not go the way of the Tritons as they fight in the mound
thrifty.
space. And will be Derek with 3. And that is instrumental to this game. That is a round the Tritons cannot lose.
Gun here.
That's just brutal.
Oh, and to think they had all the time in the world to go somewhere else. They're able to get that gun secured and out of the hands of Adder, who got that first pick. I believe Melvin did clear it. Just Adder so fast on the reflexes, and it's just one shot to the head is all you need.
I would have liked to see maybe a paranoia there from Tran, a little more intentional util, and maybe November with the updraft. Maybe wasn't the correct play, and oh my goodness, Derek is going to dash right to the wall, but here's Jason to clean up in the dark cover, just running around playing Doom in the smoke, just running and gunning everyone. Here's the Adder in the tunnel spamming as well. Jason's going to find a third, and all that's left is Chrome with the deagle. Chrome, can you do something? And he cannot. Jason with 4, really well played round there from the sky. To see that his jet goes down, instantly flood into that dark cover, is not scared at all, and finds 4 on that round. Irvine take the lead for the first time this map after UC San Diego, I believe, had a 6-1 or 6-2 lead at one point.
6-1, yeah.
And things are starting to bleed out. This game's starting to get a little bit away from them, and I wouldn't necessarily be mad at a timeout for the Tritons right here.
No, definitely not, but I think we've called 1 timeout in the entire CVAL season so far over the past few months. Let's see if this is enough for them to call their second.
Jay with an opening pick there onto Chrome. Unfortunate there on this gun round in November. Getting it back in blood.
There's an op here though. Don't get too greedy in November. Believe he's just gonna jump spot this for a little bit as the rest of San Diego still deciding what they want to do. Kind of eyeing a couple of options right now. Everything's open. The spike is leaning towards C on Fade, on Design, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna go that way. And it's a ruse. It's actually a pretty good one because look at this. Now all of San Diego waiting outside A. Irvine took the bait. It was a singular Fade dog that they heard, and now no one's on this site. 3 people are looking at a bunch of ghosts in that C mound position. San Diego, do you realize this? You have a window here. 30 seconds left. You're more than able to get the bombing and some really good post plans. Execute's coming in now.
30 seconds and counting. Paranoia will come out and actually blind his homeboy there.
It's okay, there's no one on the site.
No one on the site. And I believe both teams realized that no one had been here the whole time, and they were on the edge of their seat for nothing, as it will be a 4v4 retake for the Anteaters in a pivotal gun round here. Updraft from Derek onto the top.
Doesn't see Melvin.
And unfortunate, Jay will shoot down onto the top of Melvin there. Design with the trade backward. It's 3 versus 2 now. Both members of the Tritons in tree. Varsity sticking out there. Tap will not be sticking it, just pushing. And into the smoke is this Jet with the shorty, but now we'll switch back to the operator. Op shot will go wild. November won't be able to find one, and Derek with the re-swing. A beautiful retake there from the Anteaters, and despite missing that initial shot, Derek did a really good job of getting that trade and getting back in there. It's 9-7 Anteaters.
And there's more than enough time there. Whew. I thought Melvin was gonna get a lot more from that position, but Jay just so good at clearing that out, and that's really the kill that really catapulted in, because Irvine got that first pick on the retake, and then even if you're just trading 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 all the way to the end, it's just Derek with an op, and you know, you gotta get that out of his hands. Up to 18 and 10.
Derek has been a force all series thus far as the Tritons try to stop this momentum from snowballing out of control from the Anteaters. The Anteaters doing such a good job of responding in this map too, trying to put the Tritons away. A beautiful shot from November. Shuts down that op immediately, and a second one from November as well. Really good trade after Melvin slide. Here's the rifles come out, nothing but classics in hand for these Anteaters, thinking about it. Thinking about his Adder. Does he want to go down, but just holding this rope.
With just a classic? No way, right?
This retake begins to start up. Neural theft on the side of Adder in need B, but more than likely won't use it. Here's the Paranoia. We'll get to, but November we'll see the backside. A beautiful swing and just really poor positioning there from the Tritons. 2 of them not looking the other way as they were smoked off tree. The tree player was smoked off. A beautiful retake, but a misplay from the Tritons as well. I think it was November, and I'm not sure who the other player was, but we're just not looking the way of the drop down, where more than likely they're gonna come. The Paranoia was good, and Jay just slides out and was able to catch him with attention.
Yeah, it was a really good Paranoia. I believe it was Chrome as well. Both got caught in that Paranoia. And then with that, you kind of are relying on your tree player to make sure nobody can get around. Now, it's possible that Tran, the tree player, just got traded out. But again, that's a really tight, really awkward positions on this retake. I'm not really liking how they're playing this A, kind of just sitting back and letting the retake come to them. We've seen them do a lot of great work when San Diego's the one setting the pace, playing
Get out
fast,
of my way.
getting the kills, and getting up
Still
in
with-
the faces of the
Yeah.
opponents.
And Derek will find the cap of Melvin there, and both duelists are down in the blink of an eye, trying to find one, and just like that, this round isn't completely over like how it was looking like at the beginning. Here's Jay and Breakable trying to find something close. As Chrome will actually snag the gun. Neon Stun will have to jump away, but has a rifle now. Here's the Thorns, and will get broken immediately. One Prowler will see nothing. Well, and all Anteaters are headed this way. This is a really scary fight. Because Breakable, they're running into two
Spike
members of
down
UC
A.
Irvine, and just like that, the round is over. It can be so difficult to push that breakable space, and they just
Get
bottleneck.
ready.
It's
I gotta
11-7. UC Irvine just 2 rounds away from heading to the grand finals.
Yeah, 5 in a row for UC Irvine after winning that pistol round. We thought that pistol round win was going to be the sign of times to change for San Diego, and it's not. It's more of the same. A bunch of rounds
I'm out of
in
here.
a row, streaky from both teams, but Irvine's the one able to capitalize on the momentum.
Is this a UC San Diego timeout?
Yes, it's gonna be a timeout. They need this, okay? They've got... Desai doesn't have money for armor right now. He's got $50. He's not doing anything with that. He can't even buy a 5-piece chicken McNugget in this economy.
Yeah, definitely not nowadays, man.
Not nowadays. Melvin on that Bucky. Now, we see this a lot. You see the dive duelists play Buckies just because it's so hard to shoot them and they have that one-shot potential. What about ults online? Well, you look over on the side of Irvine, every ult is online. It's a lot of the Cypher's neural theft. So good on defense. You're going to know exactly what your opponents are going to be doing. And then you've also got the Seekers as well, another super high value ult just to get you that information. How I don't even see a way for UCSD to kind of get into this. They're going to have to take out someone really fast. They're going to have to, play their game, but at another level. They're going to have to take it up a little bit here if they want any chance of keeping their run alive.
Irvine with all the momentum in the world, and the Tritons trying to do everything they can to try and stop it. Here's the nice ball in the overdrive from the Tritons. Melvin with a beautiful shot onto Jay. Jason will get another one as well. Chrome will find Derek. Raid boss down for the Anteaters. Desai will start to begin this plan. Here's the Seeker and the Paranoid Apollo. Breakable is coming, and here's Adder in that breakable space. They'll stick on this B plant. They won't call it off. It's 3 versus 2. An insurmountable round. An insurmountable effort needed.
What is
with
that?
The nastiest shot you'll see all day. The beautiful jiggle onto Melvin. There's no sight control left. It is planted for that main space. Dark cover will come out. Here's the side. One Prowler in hand will find one onto Varsity. Chrome will see Adder in a beautiful round win despite the absolute chaos that was the Ultimates. Melvin's overdrive, Nightfall from Desai, as well as 3 Ultimates, I believe, from the side of Irvine. A lot was expended that round, and finally the Tritons get back on the board with rifles. It's 11-8, and maybe there's still some life in this team.
There's some life in this team. Yeah, it's definitely not over. You've got... It's 3 rounds of deficit. If you win this one, Irvine will have a bye coming into round 21, but it's not going to be great. You have a chance here. You just have to play like you did. And that A through breakable to B, we saw Irvine absolutely bullying San Diego with that on the later half of that first round. So it's nice to see it coming back a little bit, What worked for Irvine, it's also working for them. They try it again.
Much more intentional util usage here as that Prowler will bite Varsity's head off here, and Adder somehow not dying to that Bucky can be really inconsistent sometimes. Will be left at 30 HP, and here's Derek coming out with switch to the knives as well. Has been absolutely potent all series as Derek the Jet for the Anteaters. All that's left is Chrome. Chrome will find one onto Adder, 1 versus 2. Trailblazer will come out and might be able to have an isolated fight here versus Jason.
No
Reload, and that is so unfortunate for Chrome. Derek over the top, their 3rd of this round.
Match point.
And match point from the UC Irvine Anteaters as they reclaimed the momentum, 1 round away for grand finals for them.
Yeah, and with that loss, UC San Diego has pretty much no money left. You win one, you try to get that momentum back, but if you lose the next one immediately after that, the economy is so punishing. And we're coming into this last round. 2 Buckies, a Stinger, and 2 rifles. is all UC San Diego have. This is what they're gonna need to win with. They have to make some magic happen here. As
Guiding
Jake-
Light will come out and overdrive, the ultimate that you are, I swear, is balanced, but it's just gonna be absolute bloodbath here. It's 1 versus 2. Chrome, can you do the heroics? Can you keep these Triton season alive? And a beautiful flick from Chrome for 3. The Visalt will come out. 5 bullets in the mag for Chrome. Will have to switch to a different weapon and will run to C, knowing that Cypher is on their heels. It's 12-8. Chrome, can you keep the Tritons in this upper bracket? Can you keep this match alive, this series alive? Chrome so low on health, and he knows it! And the Bucky leaves Adder at 1. The teabags come out. The body is shot. And
There's
just
7
like
HP left.
just like that, the UC Irvine Anteaters are headed to the C-Val Grand Finals. It's a 2-0
Defenders win.
series win. A map 2 that was much, much closer even to the final round there. And a beautiful win from the Anteaters. They adjusted so well from that regular season loss and felt like they knew always what the Tritons were going to be up to. Chrome 22-14, Adder 24-12. And this team, UCSD Gold, just could not put it together. They'll head down to the lower bracket. They're not completely done yet.
They're not done yet.
Not at
So
all.
as a double elimination tournament, again, this is the first loss for San Diego. They have to win, I believe it's against UC Berkeley. This is also going to be a rematch.
Yeah.
It's the UC Gauntlet.
the UC
but
Gauntlet
if they
for
win that
sure.
one, they do have one more chance against Irvine. Irvine has to beat whoever comes out of that loser bracket, and then that grand final is going to be for first place. So San Diego, we're top 3. Definitely looking to make this a top 1 finish, though.
Absolutely.
You've got a lot more games ahead of you. We've got potentially 2 more. These boys can't be too discouraged now. They got to get back, keep hitting the grind. They've been looking so good. Got a little rattled today, and it threw them off. But we've seen what San Diego can bring, and we're looking forward to seeing a lot more of that in our future rounds. Stay tuned. It's been a pleasure casting for you all. We hope you've enjoyed.
And to a quick shout out to our sponsors who make this all possible: Newegg, Anthros, UCSD Rec, Turtle Beach, of which this stream is powered by. Thank you to all our sponsors that allow for this to happen. We look forward to coming back to you soon with another Collegiate Valorant match. I believe next week, correct?
Yeah, we'll see soon. UCSD looking to get their vengeance. You don't want to miss it. We'll be back in about a week. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your day.